The puppy lived in a dimly lit room. He played video games alone every day, and ate vegetarian lunchboxes. His life was lonely and colorless. At dinner time, he saw the neighbors next door embracing each other, happily watching TV. The whole room glowed with warm light, a sharp contrast to his own life. Suddenly, a robot commercial caught his attention. The puppy immediately dialed the number and ordered one. The next morning, he lay by the window, staring outside, waiting for the delivery man to arrive. Following the instructions, he assembled it, and a smiling robot appeared before him. Excited, he took his new companion outside. The robot curiously observed the world. They went to Central Park, put on roller skates, and danced together to the music. They tasted delicious food, took photo booth pictures, watched the sunset, played video games. With the robot's company, the puppy's world was no longer dark. One day, the puppy took the robot to the beach. The robot went diving with him, then acted as a diving board. When they were tired, they fell asleep on the sand, but when the puppy tried to wake him, he discovered that seawater erosion had left the robot paralyzed. The puppy wanted to call for help, but the phone line had already been cut. Helpless, he let the robot spend the night there. The next day, the puppy carried a toolbox and took a cab to the beach, but he found out the beach would be closed for a whole year. He went to the government office, hoping to get special permission to retrieve the robot, but his request was coldly denied. He could only wait until the following year. When the beach finally reopened, the robot was nowhere to be seen. The puppy relied on his sense of smell, searching across the sand, but all he found was the robot's broken leg. He refused to accept this truth, until the administrator forced him out. Back home, he held the broken limb and their photo booth picture, unable to sleep. At the scrapyard, a raccoon found the robot's parts. He carried them home, and rebuilt the robot with a new body, like the puppy once had. The raccoon shared his life and snacks with the robot. The robot had found a home once again. The puppy finally gathered the courage to buy a new robot. He took his new companion to the beach, but this time he never let him out of sight, making sure he would not step into the water again. One day, the robot saw a familiar figure outside the window. He rushed downstairs, eager to reach the puppy. They embraced happily, but the sudden appearance of the raccoon snapped the robot back to reality. The puppy sensed the robot upstairs, but in the next instant, he was gone. The puppy could only leave in disappointment. In life, we cannot avoid missing chances and regrets. All we can do is cherish the present moment and learn to let go.